He will come straight. Look, you lay home to him. Tell him his pranks have been too broad to bear with, and that your grace had screened and stood between much heat and him. I'll silence me even here. Pray you be round with him.
Mother, mother, mother.
I warrant you, fear me not. With joy I hear him coming.
Now, mother, what's the matter?
Hamlet, thou hast thy father much offended.
Mother, you have my father much offended.
Come, come, you answer with an idle tongue.
Oh, go, go, you question with a wicked tongue.
Why, how now, Hamlet?
What's the matter now?
Have you forgot me?
No, by the road, not so. And you are the queen, your husband's brother's wife. And were it were not so, you are my mother.
Nay, then I'll set those to you that can speak.
Come, come. Sit you down. You shall not budge. You go not till I set you up the grass, where you may see the inmost part of you.
What wilt thou do? Thou wilt not murder me. Help, ho!
What, ho? Help, help! Oh, no, all right. Dead for a ducat! Dead!
Oh, I'm slain!
Oh me, what hast thou done?
Nay, I know not. Is it the king?
Oh, what a rash and bloody deed is this!
A bloody deed, almost as bad, good mother, as kill a king and marry with his brother.
As kill a king.
Aye, lady, it was my word. Oh, thou wretched, rash, intruding fool! Farewell! I took thee for thy better. Take thy fortune. Thou findest too busy in some danger. Leave wringing of your hands. Peace. Sit you down, and let me wring your heart, for I so shall, if it be made of penetrable stuff. If damned custom have not braced it so, let it be proof and bulwark against sense.
What have I done, that thou dost wag thy tongue, and noise so rude against me?
Such an act that blurs the grace and blush of modesty, calls virtue hypocrite, takes off the rose from the fair forehead of innocent love, and sets a blister there, makes marriage vows as false as Dicer's oaths. Oh, such a deed as from the body of contraction plucks, and the very soul and sweet religion makes a rhapsody of words. Heaven's face does glow o'er the solidity and compound mass, with heated visage against the doom is thought sick at the act.
Ay me, what act that roars so loud and thunders in the index?
Look here upon this picture, on this, the counterfeit presentment of two brothers. See what grace was seated on this brow. Oh, Hyperion's curls, the front of Jove himself, an eye like Mars, to threaten and command, a station like the herald Mercury, new lighted on a heaven-kissing hill. Oh, a combination in a form indeed, where every god did seem to set his seal, to give the word assurance of a man. This was your husband. Look, you now what follows. Here is your husband, like a mildewed ear, blasting the wholesome brother. Have you eyes? Could you not on this fair mountain leave to feed and batten on this moor? Ha! Have you eyes? Could you on this... You cannot call it love, for at your age, the heyday in the blood is tame. It's humble and waits upon judgment. And what judgment would step from this to this? Sense, sure you have. Oh, else could you not have motion? But sure that sense is apostolate, for madness would not err, nor sense to ecstasy was ne'er so thralled, but a reversed some quantity of choice to serve in such a difference. What devil was it that has convinced a old man blind? Eyes without feeling, feeling without sight. Ears without hands, or eyes smelling sans all, or but a sickly part of a one true sense, could not so mope. O shame, where is thy blush? Rebellious hell, if thou canst minute in a matron's bones, to flaming youth let virtue be as wax. and melt in our own fire. Proclaim no shame when the compulsive ardor gives the change, since frost itself as actively doth burn, and reason ponders will.
Oh, Hamlet, speak no more. Thou turnest my eyes into my very soul, and there I see such black and grained spots as will not leave their teeth.
Nay, but to live in the rank sweat of an enseamed bed, student corruption, honeying and making love over that nasty sty.
Oh, speak to me no more. These words like daggers enter in my ears. No more, sweet Hamlet.
A murderer and a villain, a slave that is not 20th part of your precedent lord, a vice of kings, a purse of the empire and the rule, that from a shelf of precious diadem stole and put it in his pocket.
No more.
A king of shreds and patches. Save me and hover over me with your wings, you heavenly guards. What would your gracious figure?
Alas, he's mad.
Do you not come, your tardy son, to chide? That lapse in time and passion let go? The important acting of your dread command. Oh, say!
Do not forget, this visitation is but to whet thy almost blunted purpose. But look, amazement on thy mother sits. Oh, step between her and her fighting soul. Conceit in weakest bodies, strongest works speak to her, Hamlet.
How is it with you, lady?
Alas, how is it with you, that you do bend your eye on vacancy, and with the corporal air do hold discourse? Forth at your eyes your spirits wildly peep, and as the sleeping soldiers in the alarm, your bedded hair, like life and excrements, start up and stand on end. O gentle sun, upon the heat and flame of thy distemper, sprinkle cool patience, whereon do you look?
On him! On him! Look how pale he glares, his form and cause conjoined, preaching to stones, would make them capable. Do not look upon me, lest with this piteous action you convert my stern efforts. Then what I have to do will want true color, tears perchance for blood.
To whom do you speak this?
Do you see nothing there?
Nothing at all, yet all that is I see.
Nor do you hear nothing?
No, nothing but ourselves.
Why, look you there. Look how it steals away. My father, and his habit as he lived. Look where he goes, even now, out at the portal.
This is the very coinage of your brain. This bodiless creation ecstasy is very cunning in.
Ecstasy? My pulse as yours doth temperately keep time, and makes a healthful music. It is not madness that I have uttered. Bring me to the test, and I the matter will reward, which madness would gamble from. Mother, for the love of grace, lay not the flattering on action to your soul, that not you trespass, but my madness speaks. It will but skin and film the ulcerous place, while rank corruption mining all within, infects unseen. Confess yourself to heaven. Repent what's past, avoid what is to come, and do not spread the compost on the weeds to make them raker. Forgive me, this my virtue, for in the fatness of these pursy times, virtue itself, of vice much pardon beg. Yea, curb and woo for leave to do him good.
Oh, Hamlet, thou hast cleft my heart in twain.
Oh, throw away the worser part of it, and live the purer with the other half. Good night, but go not to my uncle's bed, a sum of virtue, if you have it not. The monster custom, who all sense doth eat, of habits devil is an angel. Yet in this, that to use of actions fair and good, he likewise gives a frock or livery, that aptly is put on. Refrain tonight, and that shall lend a kind of easiness to the abstinence. The next more easy, for use almost can change the stamp of nature, and either the devil or throw him out with wondrous potency. Once more, good night. And when you are desirous to be blessed, I blessing you, beg of you, for this same Lord, I do repent. But heaven hath pleased it so to punish me with this, and this with me, that I must be the scourge and minister. I will bestow him, and will answer well the death I gave him. So again, good night. I must be cruel only to be kind. This bad begins and worse remains behind. One word more, good lady.
What shall I do?
Not this, by no means, that I bid you do. Let the blood king tempt you again to bed. pinch wonton on your cheek, call him you're his mouse, and let him, for a pair of reachy kisses, or paddling on your neck with his damned fingers, make you to ravel all this matter out. And I essentially am not in madness, but in craft. 'Twere good that you let him know, for who's that but a queen, fair, sober, wise, would from a paddock, from a bath a gib, such dear concernings hide? Who would do so? No, in despite of sense and secrecy, unpeg the basket, and on the house's top, let the birds fly, and like the famous ape, to try conclusions in the basket creep and break your own neck down.
Be thou assured, if words be made of breath and breath of life, I have no life to breathe what thou hast said to me.
I must to England, you know that.
Alack, I had forgot. 'Tis so concluded on.
There's letters sealed, and my 2 schoolfellows, whom I trust as I adder's fang, they bear the mandate. They must sweep my way, and marshal me to knavery. Let it work. For this sport to have the engineer hoist with his own petrode, and it shall go hard. But I will delve 1 yard below their minds, and blow them at the moon. Oh, 'tis most sweet, when in one line 2 crafts directly meet. Oh, this man shall set me packing. I lug the guts into the neighbor's room. Mother, good night indeed. This counselor is now most still, most secret, and most grave, whose was in life a foolish painting knave. Come, sir. Draw toward an end with you. Good night, mother.